Okay, lovely people, so, as I've said many times, a food processor can do 1,000,001 things, all sorts of things. I want to show you something you might not have thought about. I'm going to give you a really solid recipe for homemade pasta. Beautiful, elegant, silky, something that everyone should be able to do, and you can get really proud of it. And the process is brilliant, because traditionally, obviously, you'd use your hands, and you'd be kneading away, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. But very simply, for one person, 1 egg and 100 grams of flour. There's no need to look at a cookbook for that. 100 grams of flour, 1 egg. So we're going to crack that bad boy in there, and we're going to throw in the flour there. And I'm going to make this for 2. Okay, so we'll do 1 more of these. So 2 eggs, 200 grams of flour. Very, very exciting. I'm using the plastic dough hook, so it's going to kind of bruise and knead, and the shape of it stretches gluten and stuff like that. So it's specifically for bread making and pasta making, dumplings, anything like that. So we're going to put it on. I'll put it on 1. It'll come together. You'll hear the change in sound as this is why you need a strong motor to really sort of knead it up. And this is why those sucky feet are good, because it's shaking it about. But as you can see, in literally a couple of minutes, you've got a nice little, beautiful yellow dough there. The hook's done its job. If you look at the dough here, it's elastic. What we can do now is you can have a pasta machine, absolutely, but just a little flour on a board. We'll give it a little knead just to bring it together. I only need half of it. I'm just going to make half it at a time. And all I do is just press it out, a little bit of flour, and just roll it. And actually in Italy, you go and see the nonnas, and they'd have big, long rolling pins, and you'd roll it out like this. And if it gets sticky, just use a little bit of flour. But literally, start to finish, you really can do this in sort of 5–10 minutes. It's really good fun. There's nothing like homemade pasta. In actual fact, as I'm rolling this out, I've realised that my chopping board isn't actually flat. So I'm going to remove that and go on to my surface, which is perfect. Just a little bit of flour, like that. And that is flat, so we shouldn't, no more excuses from me. You just roll it out. The old nonnas in Italy would roll it out the best they can, and then they'd have this little technique of then rolling it back up on itself, like that, and then doing that, which is really cute. And there you go. Now look, really simple, a little on the thick side, but I quite like that. If you hold it up against the sun, you can see a beautiful colour, and it's nice and stretchy. If you made a lasagna with a sheet of this instead of the pre-bought stuff like everyone uses, very, very cool. I'm just going to show you how, just a little bit of flour from a height, and just roll it up. Very, very simple. Right? So I'm just going to go sort of tagliatelle thickness. Really good fun. Come together, use your hands like a set of baskets, and a little shake like that. And you've got this beautiful homemade pasta. Different sizes, not perfect, rustic, exciting. And then because you've put that effort in, right, it takes 1 minute to cook. 1 minute, 1 minute. So in that pan, on a low heat, I'm going to go some nice butter, a little knob of butter here. And the reason I'm showing you this recipe is it's the basic recipe for anything. So some nice butter, a little olive oil, they work well together. I'm not going to flavour it. I want to show you the most basic pasta on the planet. Pasta Bianco, white pasta. This is the pasta they put truffles over. But it is fabulous, it really is. We've got butter, a little olive oil, then a couple of friends make the story. Nutmeg, this little fella here, okay? Just about 5 rubs from that will be very, very good. You might think it won't do anything. Well, it does. Take it off the heat now. I don't want to have beurre noisette, or I don't want to cook it. You can see in here, the pasta is floating. And what's lovely about learning pasta Bianco is, right now, we've got asparagus. Put that in with the pasta, beautiful. Peas, the same. Broad beans, the same. Anything kind of lovely and green, you could put Swiss chard in there. Lovely chopped herbs. This is kind of the basis of, so many recipes. So we've got melted butter, we've got the pasta, and see the water. The water, when it hits that butter, starts to make a very natural emulsion. So we're going to let that go in there like that. And then we just need a little help from one more person who's going to season this and flavour it, Mr. Parmesan. Or you could use a pecorino. So I'm just going to put it there. And this might seem like a really simple pasta, but I promise you, it's actually, honestly, one of the most brilliant pastas, because it's clean and honest. So let's plate this up. You can see in the pan, see that sort of silky sort of sauce around here? That's what we want. Okay, you don't want it to be thick. You want it to just fall off and be elegant. And that is, without question, the most honest, simple expression of pasta. I just do nice long sweeps of Parmesan now. In summertime, a little cheeky squeeze of lemon juice is really joyful. And that, my friends, is a beautiful pasta. Of course, using the machine, making homemade pasta, very, very simple. So there you go. I hope that's given you some inspiration. Lots of love. Happy cooking.